Hello.
Live. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today. Hope everyone's staying warm. I know here in Florida,
A little chilly here.
We're having some chilly weather, which is nice and new for us. Are we on?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right. Well, today we know, the holidays, we just finished a holiday. So to everyone that celebrates Thanksgiving, hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And we have some more holidays coming up towards the end of the month. So we wanted to do a little bit about holiday episode. So today it's eat, drink, and be merry. But what we're going to do is give you some of our holiday hacks, right? To stay healthy this holiday season, because it's tough. And we're faced with party after party after party, and you want to be able to enjoy this time of year and enjoy those parties without having to say no because you want to avoid being unhealthy. So we're going to give you some hacks. It's no secret that eating healthy during the holidays is tough.
It's tough.
Right?
Super hard.
Ready to go in?
Yeah, for sure.
So we just have a list here, and now these are personal lists that that we like to practice. So we just wanted to share those hacks with you. And if you have hacks of your own, share them with us. Put them in the comments. We'll read them to everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Do that.
And if you don't follow us already, please make sure you follow and like and subscribe to our channel. It helps us, and it also helps you have access to all of our information, and you don't miss anything, right?
Yeah, I love it.
Awesome.
Let's do it.
Okay, so some of them are pretty simple and straightforward, and some of them we'll talk about a little bit more in depth. But first is practice intermittent fasting. So if you don't already intermittent fast on a regular basis, it's a really great way to narrow your eating window. There has other amazing health benefits as well, but specifically what we're talking about here is that shorter eating window. So say you have a party to go to at 6 o'clock. You can practice a longer fast that day, right? So you can try to fast until maybe 2 o'clock. Maybe instead of doing a 16-hour fast, you try to push it to an 18-hour fast. Whatever it is, it's all about shorting your eating window. So it will eliminate the amount of calories that you eat. So when you go to that party, it's not like you've had your full calories almost all day, and then you're about to jump in and have some excess calories. Okay. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, and the fasting video, there is a fasting where we go into more in depth, of course, on the
There we go. Right, I don't know what just happened there. There also, and if you watch the fasting video, it's the 1 meal a day. That's also a great option too. If you know that you have a big holiday dinner, save that for your 1 meal a day. Okay, next, limit alcohol or avoid it entirely. So if you are going to drink alcohol, a way to do it is pair it with a glass of water. So say you have a glass of wine or that fancy holiday, festive cocktail. After that, have a glass of water, full glass of water. So make sure you are alternating. That's going to help you hydrate, also help you consume less.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Look,
the alcohol is so incredibly toxic once it starts to build up on you. Like one drink, okay, not really a problem at all. The liver can handle it. Especially if you add another drink, 2 drinks within an hour, 3 drinks within an hour, you're in trouble zone and you build up toxic metabolites. And that's where bad things happen. Now you do that for a sustained period of a couple hours, and then you're really talking about putting the body in a world of hurt. So you alternate water, but you could do it in a more discreet way. If you're worried about not looking like you're drinking or something, you can have a soda water with lime in it, something like that. So just mix it up a little bit, or a mocktail. Yeah. But that's the idea, is to alternate. So you're giving yourself a little bit longer time to process the alcohol through the liver. Right. Really is what you're going for. And proper hydration, of course, is going to help that a lot.
Right. And also if you have multiple parties in a row, 3 days in a row, you can say, okay, on party 1 and 3, I'm going to have, a little bit of alcohol, and I'm not going to on the second party. Right. So you're just balancing it out.
Yeah.
So each one doesn't have to be a full blown, but again, you want to be able to be there and enjoy people's company.
Yeah, and we're not anti-alcohol. We do drink socially, and I recognize the challenges associated with it. I'm the type that when I start drinking, I'll drink fast, and that's not good. That requires a really strong conscious effort to slow down. And it's hard.
Hydrate in between.
I get how hard that is though for people.
Yeah, again,
especially
As with all of these, though, you have to make a conscious effort.
You do.
Yeah. So.
You do. Yeah, you do got to do that. But when you're in these environments, sometimes it's super uncomfortable, right? Like it's a little awkward at times. You might be with coworkers or people that you don't know, a neighborhood gathering, and at times you're not even sure what to talk about, and things can get a little dry or stale or awkward. And so alcohol tends to be that social lubricant. Just do it responsibly, right? Think about 'cause you don't want to feel like crap the next day and then be ruined. For me at my age, I'm ruined for 2 days.
Right. Your age.
Well.
Okay. Moving on. Number 3, we have minimize holiday-induced stress. I mean, really, it's stress in general, but during the holidays, we have a lot of stress. I feel like today we were kind of like a lot of it just, we were just coming back from vacation. We were hit hard with a lot. There's a lot to do during this time of year. So if you go into a lot of us are stress eaters, right? Because especially like the sweets, it like lights up that pleasure zone, the sugar. So if you're going to a party, to an event, and you're feeling stressed, or say there's that cookie table at work and you're just crazy stressed out, the extra stress of the holidays, you're going to want to eat more. You're going to eat more.
Double dip, triple dip.
So you really have to work on your stress level. And this goes with any day. The reason we're saying it right now is because that holiday-induced stress really creeps up, especially here we come Cyber Monday today. It's like all the extra stuff to try to do.
Spend money, spend your hard-earned money. And
it's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, for sure.
So work on your stress.
And have fun, though, when you can. It's that awkward experience, though. If you're sitting there, like that's the same thing. It's the equivalent of drinking, where you just pick another cookie up because you're sort of like looking to fill in that space.
Right.
And that's tough. So here's another quick tip: is go with armed things in your mind that you're going to ask people, like questions you're going to ask, like not like intrusive things, but just like, hey, like, what do you like to do for fun? What do you like to do for exercise? What do you take dietary supplements? Which ones? These are just like conversation starters,
right?
Ways to fill in that void, so you're not feeling like kind of awkward and drinking and eating and all that stuff.
Yeah, that kind of stress. Okay, number 4, pre-eat to avoid overeating at the holiday event. So
that's a good tip. I like that.
And by pre-eating, obviously we mean eating something healthy, balanced, something super satiating, something high in protein. I always like to, one of my tricks is I'll take one of our protein powders, the chocolate or vanilla, and make, have a protein shake before I go. That way you're going in there, you just had the 20 grams of protein. You have a little base. You're not going in there starving where it's like, kid in a candy store. You just want everything when you get there. So another thing is, a couple hard-boiled eggs. Just something that rich in protein that can help start you off on the right foot. Okay, this is one I always do, and obviously this one goes for if it's
Are we still on the same topic?
No, I moved on.
We didn't give any tips like mixed nuts or like olives or like things that you can eat like an hour before. You can even take lean. Did we talk about lean? You can do lean. That's not coming up. Sorry.
See. But I said eggs. But I'm saying something
eggs, mixed nuts,
protein rich.
Healthy fats.
Be careful with the nuts though, because that tends to be something that is also at the party, right? Little dishes of mixed nuts that you end up kind of like going for, and then you're going to be overeating and high caloric ingredients. So
that's true.
The nuts can be dangerous. Okay, moving on.
Sure.
Okay, I had skipped one. Okay, this one, hydrate first to start your satiation. So hydrating really helps. It makes you realize that, they always say, like, if you feel like you're hungry, down a glass of water and see if you're really still hungry. That's kind of like this. Make yourself feel full from the fluid. So you're not going in there with that empty stomach. It just starts the process off. So, and also it's great to just be hydrated before you might be consuming some alcohol or eating unhealthy food. So hydration is key. Number 6, I do this all the time.
Wait, was that hydration that we just talked about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys, hydration is so important every day. But man, when you're talking about exposing yourself to party foods and alcohol, you've really got to start hydrating as soon as you wake up, and make it a mission to get that in there.
Yes. All
day long. So you're ready. You're ready. You got a good base when you go to that party or gathering or whatever it might be.
Okay. Bring your own healthy pre-made dish. Now, obviously this really goes for if it's kind of like a potluck and you're bringing something, but even if it's not, say it's not a potluck, you can always bring a healthy dessert, right? Because that's almost like a gift. You bring like a nice little platter of like cookies or something. So make it a healthy one. I will always bring like a main type dish that I know
protein
is
cookies.
that I know it's going to fill me up, and then yes, maybe some type of protein cookies, and honestly, I don't really care if nobody likes them. Because I know that I'll eat them. I mean, sometimes, I know the healthier it is, sometimes it doesn't taste as good. But still, almost think about it like you are kind of bringing it for yourself, right? So if you want to grab that chocolate chip cookie, you know that you just made those with our nice, protein powder in it or something. So yeah, bring your own healthy dish. And I know a lot of times when it's a potluck, you want to bring your like famous like recipe that's, you've had in your family for years. But, save that for maybe when you're hosting something, because then there'll be other things on the table too. So again, bring something hearty and healthy that you can dig into when you're hungry. Okay, good?
Yeah. So
Number 7, this is a really big one. Eat the good stuff first. And by good stuff, I don't mean the sweets, guys. By good stuff, I mean like the high protein foods. So when you get there, you need to mindfully go and select the healthier stuff. Say there's a little meat platter or your turkey or shrimp cocktail, deviled eggs, just something, whatever is there at this party. Go for the nutrient dense, satiating foods, and protein is your most satiating macronutrient. This is actually a term called crowding out that I learned in my health coaching program. By crowding out, you're crowding out the other lower quality foods by filling up first on the higher quality foods. You're not going to feel as hungry. So you might go and have a cookie. You're not going to go, say you went and started, like this is definitely don't go to the desserts first. Desserts are last. So you're full and you go over there and you have a cookie. If you went to the desserts first, where you kind of have an appetite and it's sweet, you're stressed out, it's going to light up that pleasure zone, you're just going to eat like 10 cookies. It's just going to, or I'm going to try this, and then boom, it's kind of ruined. So crowd out, eat the good stuff first, think protein. And also, the glycemic response to foods, right? So when you do go and have your cookie or whatever it might be, that's a second helping, a stuffing, whatever it is, if you have already had proteins, fats, fiber first, it's going to lower the glycemic response of the not so healthy, higher sugar stuff.
And don't forget to typically, like, the food takes about 30 minutes before the stomach can start to send the signals to the brain that there's you got that there somewhere?
Well, that's next.
Oh,
slow down.
Slow
down. So go ahead.
Good timing on my part.
Yes.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. So slow down. Just eating slowly, but exactly reiterate what you were saying.
Yeah. I mean, look. So give your body a 30-minute window to tell itself that it's already eaten food, right? I mean, that's put in layman's terms. There's a little bit of a delay there on purpose. So knowing that, eat slowly and don't take giant, huge portions, and then you can wait and see, and then sort of follow the Japanese model where it's eat till you're 80% full. You can kind of then gauge that easier by being patient and not going so hard so fast.
Yes.
These are tips for at home too. These are things we should be doing every day, not just party. Yeah.
And when you take your time and you thoroughly chew and swallow and enjoy the taste of your food and appreciate every aspect of it, that chocolatey, rich flavor, whatever it is, you're going to eat less, but it also gets the gastric hormones working. So that's when it tells your brain to shut down. Like, I don't need to eat anymore. I'm full.
Yeah. This is all foundational stuff for a healthy relationship with food.
Yes. Yeah. So slow down. Don't feel like you just went and got that little slice of chocolate cake and you just need to hurry up and eat the whole thing. Take a bite, chat, put it down for a second, take another bite. Which
I'm the type that takes the cake and eats it first and as fast as I can and goes back and gets another
I have
slice.
to remind him.
So that, trust me, guys, if you're like, I get it. Not an easy thing to do.
Yes.
It's conscious effort. And it's even better if you've got a partner that is equally committed to eating healthy and living a healthy lifestyle. That also goes a long way. Accountability.
100%.
Coaching.
Okay. Splurge reasonably. So we have not said once, don't enjoy that sweet treat or your favorite indulgence. But if you plan for that splurge, it's more mindful, right?
Sure.
So let me think. I know that my favorite thing, I love cheesecake. I'm not saying it's always at every party, but if there was cheesecake there, I'm going to look at the whole dessert table and I'm going to think, when it's my time for dessert, I'm going to have a small slice of cheesecake. I just plan for it. I'm excited. I'm looking forward, but I'm going to fill up. I'm going to talk. I'm going to hang out.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat all my protein. And when it's time, I'm going to have my cheesecake instead of going over to the dessert table and just taking a bunch of everything because everything is so looks so delicious and so overwhelming. Think about it, plan for it, choose your favorite indulgence.
Yeah. And you won't feel guilty.
Mindful.
You won't feel like you broke some made up rule in your brain that you shouldn't have eaten dessert tonight because you're working on your body composition.
Yes. Yep. So
don't be so hard on yourself with it. But if you, like she said, if you set the intention and you know you're going to splurge on it, it feels better.
100%.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
Yes. I want to get to that one next.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Not that one right now. Okay. So you said splurge reasonably. And next one is, and you've heard us talk about this a lot, walk after eating.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So you're at this party, you don't, or even if you're at your family dinner, right? You host this big dinner and everybody eats. A lot of times everybody eats. Some people go and kind of help out in the kitchen, but everybody else kind of goes and sits around the couches.
Yeah.
Try to encourage everybody to go on a walk. And even if they don't all want to, just go outside and go for a little walk. Go for a walk around the block, whoever's house you're at. If you're at a party, no one's going to notice that you're missing for 15 minutes. Go take a lap around the block. You
guys want to be the rock star at the party. Get people up to go for a walk, and they're going to be like talking. They're going to feel better. Not going to feel so lazy and tired and postprandial sedation. They're going to feel everybody. It's going to feel funny. You're like, come on. You're like rallying the troops to get out the door. Let's go for a walk. It'd be great. A big group. It's fun.
Right.
Awesome.
And I'll give an example. We just got back from a family cruise, and there was one of the nights we all left dinner and everybody was feeling extra full. And we went upstairs to the outdoor track on this cruise ship and walked. Yep. It told you how many laps would be a mile, and we all just walked.
Yeah. Exactly.
And the kids we didn't even really discuss it with the kids. They didn't know what they were doing, but they were just following along.
Yeah. The kids were just whatever. It's just feeling
gotta
good.
Walk.
They know it's normal though. That's normal for them.
Not only does walking help, if you haven't heard us talk about this over and over again, not only does walking help with digestion, but it also, your muscles start to work. So it takes that glucose that's circulating in your bloodstream, right? That gives you that high glucose spike. So it's super important for overall health. Especially when we're over consuming or eating extra sweets.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then next big one is supplement. Okay. Supplement wisely. There are supplements that can really help in the process of eating less, detoxing, balancing, whatever. So we've pulled some of our favorites. Now, I already talked about the protein powders and how this is a great way if you're going to pre-eat to avoid overeating. And also to make sure you reach your protein goals, right? This is low calorie. These are 100 calories, 20 grams of protein. Very easy way to kind of fuel yourself a little bit before you go and enjoy. So we have the protein. And then let's think about our lean. Okay, lean.
Yes.
I'm going to hit home on this. These are clinically proven ingredients to help balance blood sugar, help with weight management, help you feel full prior to eating. Yeah. Do you want to talk about lean at all? I know if you've been following us, you know a lot about lean, but
yeah, and we have it suggested use as 3 times a day. So basically based on 3 meals. So it would be two capsules before each meal. So 30 minutes to 45 minutes prior to that. You want to give the body time. And of course, it has some things in there that are been shown and beneficial to slow the gastric transit time. There's a GLP-1 agonist in there as well. And then there's some fiber that can expand over to 100 times its weight in water. So these are the types of things we're talking about, and that can help. That can really help a lot of that going into that meal.
Right.
Help you can control your intake a little bit better.
Yeah. So imagine like this, before your party, 30, 60 minutes before you're going, you have a protein shake and you take your lean.
Yeah.
You're not going to be going in there devouring all this food, guys.
Exactly.
There's not going to be room for it.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Okay. We also, I pulled the super greens because super greens, it also does have great digestive properties. So make sure you don't have to have this right before or during a party, but throughout your day, maybe increase, the dose.
Spirulina,
Spirulina.
chlorella. So 2 really good superfoods, high in phytonutrients, high in minerals, high in vitamins, high in protein and fatty acids. Dandelion, but also ashwagandha. So if you've ever heard of ashwagandha, it's an adaptogen. So it can help in some of those fun, but sort of on the edge of stress and anxious a little bit. So ashwagandha is an adaptogen, help you with some of that stress response as well. So
Yeah.
Get your nutrients. And again, you're giving the body the fuel it needs when you're you're going out late, you're drinking alcohol, you're in bright, loud. You're cutting into your restorative sleep schedule a little bit. So definitely loading on these nutrients throughout the day, starting early in the day, preparing for that party or whatever gathering is really smart thing to do.
100%. Okay, I have magnesium. Magnesium is just also, we know it's involved in over 300 reactions in the body. Now they're saying about 600, crazy. Detox is one of them. So you want to make sure you're continuing to take your 2 capsules of magnesium nightly. And our probiotic gut support, as we're putting in different foods, we need to help our tummies. We need to help our second brain, help your digestion, help your gut microbiome, which is forever changing. I mean, you could not be taking this in a few days, eat a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, you just changed your microbiome. So you really have to support it, gut support. Where else do we have? Oh, of course, the detox. Okay, of course, the detox. This is huge. 2 dropperfuls in the morning, 2 dropperfuls in the evening. I know it says 2 per day. We personally like 4 per day. Sometimes I end up just doing all 4 of mine at night before bed when my body's really working on the detox. But yeah, definitely don't want to skimp on this at all. Yeah,
and the zeolite in there can help bind some of the things that we're exposed to. It could be metal exposures. It could be even just pathogens. It could be certain toxins if you're in an environment where you might be breathing in smoke and some other contaminants,
But also also foods. Like if you are, if you're used like us, if you're used to cooking your foods at home and you source them very carefully and everything's organic and your organic grass-fed, grass-finished meats, and then you go to a party, the chances of it being like that are slim to none.
Sure.
So I know that I'm already putting in some toxins. I know that veggie platter, fruit platter, even if I choose to be healthy and go for those, is probably not organic, unfortunately.
No, sure.
So I know I'm getting these things into my body when I go out. So that's why I just try to minimize it. But of course, holiday time is tough. So focus on the detox. I did pull the Shilajit and sea moss as well. Shilajit does have great detox properties in its own. So just highlighting some of these great products that we have that really help the process of detoxing and balancing your gut and helping you feel full and satiated. So another option too, we don't have ketones, but another option is taking exogenous ketones. They help, they kind of put your body into fat burning zone. And so when you go to a party, you're kind of already in that right fat burning area. And they also kind of blunt your appetite a little bit. They curb your appetite. So, wait, you know what? I didn't even pull it up.
And don't forget too, that exercise prior to and the day after. So maybe you don't feel great the next day, but that would be a good time to go and sort of do a zone 2 session for 30, 45 minutes, right? Sweat a little bit, just work up the sweat. If you can get into a sauna, that's great. And those are, you got methylene blue.
Yes, radical methylene blue. So of course, also when we're eating excess food and foods that are not the best for us and might be contained with toxins, and we're indulging in some extra cocktails and then an extra glass of wine that we don't normally do, support your mitochondria, guys. Very important to support your mitochondria. And also sometimes with these parties, like we're sleeping less, right? Because you go to bed later than you normally, but your body still wakes up earlier. Methylene blue is huge. Really, really helps.
First thing in the morning on an empty stomach.
Yes.
It's great.
Yeah. That was a long list, but again, they're all just recommendations. But another thing is this is a time of year we focus on family, friends, gratitude. We talked about the stress, but just these are times to enjoy. So indulge responsibly, be mindful and enjoy your time with family and friends, right? This is really, really, really what it's all about.
Sure is.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, I don't know. Do we have any questions? I feel like
I've been kind of going down as you guys are commenting on here. There's a lot of
detox on an empty stomach.
Detox on an empty stomach. Yes, you first thing in the morning, or you can do it before bed. Doesn't have to be on an empty stomach.
Magnesium. Someone just said, what kind of magnesium? This is our complex magnesium glycinate.
Predominantly glycinate and gluconate. Can you mix the detox and Shilajit? You can. I actually really like the Shilajit first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, along with the gut support. And I alternate that. I don't alternate, but I'll take methylene blue separately from those on other days.
Someone's talking about they take lean with berberine. Lean does contain berberine.
Yeah.
So, I guess if you're taking extra, that's up to you. But berberine is in lean. That's what also really helps stabilize the blood sugar response.
Yeah, I think we were just kind of looking.
Yeah, I mean, lots of great comments. Again, I didn't see anybody giving another recommendation. Maybe we covered most that we all know of. Did you see any?
No, I don't know that we asked. I don't know if we asked people to tell us did we when we started? Maybe.
Someone asked, how do we know what products to not be taken together? When you go on our website, check out the Learn More section. We give some tips there. Many can be taken together. Kind of have to figure out a routine that works best for you. But if there's something that should not be taken with others, we do list it there.
Love apple cider vinegar, Alberto.
Yes, apple cider vinegar is also great. You can have that. Take a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar before your meals. That really helps to balance your blood sugar. It helps your gut too. What else? Good.
I think we're good. I mean, this is just starters.
But bottom line, like I said, enjoy family, friends, gratitude. This is a very exciting time of the year for everybody.
Sure is.
Especially kids.
Yeah, no kidding.
And if you don't follow us, if you don't subscribe to our channel, please make sure you do. Again, we do these every Monday. And
we'll see you guys next Monday. Yeah, absolutely.
And if you want to check out the products, it's on our website, livegood.com. Read all about them. Under the Learn More sections, we do give lots of info. And as always, if you have further questions or we didn't get to a question you put up here, please email me, lisa@livegood.com. I'm always here to help.
Hey, Diane, I know you don't. I think Diane said she didn't like the lemon lime, the lemon hydration flavor. We are coming out with a watermelon flavor here soon, so we'll add more flavors as time. Yeah, we're working on it. I know not everybody loves the lemon. It's hard to flavor. It's not an easy one. All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Until next Monday. Bye, guys. Take care.
See you now. Bye.